अस्सलाम वालेकुम डियर स्टूडेंट्स। हम नया चैप्टर स्टार्ट करने जा रहे हैं। दिस इज इनर प्रोडक्ट स्पेसेस एंड ऑर्थोगोनैलिटी। आपको याद होगा कि हमने जब ये कोर्स स्टार्ट किया था तो जो हमने सारे का सारा आइडिया लिफ्ट किया था दैट वाज फ्रॉम द कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ वेक्टर्स, conventional vectors which we go through generally in your college classes and the school classes, magnitude and direction, which can be represented something like this. अब आइडिया सारे का सारा हमारा इस तरह से, ये जो हमारे वेक्टर्स हैं इनसे आइडिया हमने ओरिजिनेट किया था और फिर हमने नोट ये किया था दैट दीज वेक्टर्स फॉर्म एन अबिलियन ग्रुप अंडर एडिशन, स्केलर मल्टीप्लिकेशन की प्रॉपर्टी ली, हमने वेक्टर स्पेसेस के आइडिया को ग्रैब किया। फिर हमने ये नोट किया कि जो वेक्टर स्पेस का सारी की सारी इंफॉर्मेशन है वो उसके बेसिस में छुपी होती थी। तो हमने वेक्टर स्पेस का एज अ सेट एनालिसिस किया था और हमने ये नोट किया था कि जो बेसिस हैं वो पूरी की पूरी वेक्टर स्पेस की सारी इंफॉर्मेशन कन्वे कर सकते हैं। जब हम फिर अगले चैप्टर में गए और हम लीनियर ट्रांसफॉर्मेशंस को स्टडी कर रहे थे तो हमने नोट ये किया था कि अगर हम दो वेक्टर स्पेसेस के बीच में लीनियर ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन डिफाइन करना चाहते हैं तो जो डोमेन वाली वेक्टर स्पेस है it is sufficient that we tell the images of the basis vector and all other vectors can be the images of all other vectors can be generated from there. Then in the next chapter when we were looking at the matrix representation of those linear transformations, again the concept of basis was relevant. Now, and when we were discussing that concept of change of basis, generally we start with those canonical bases which are, for example, 1 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 1. If we think them ordinarily, तो हम नोट ये करते हैं that x and y are orthogonal to each other. They have the 90-degree angle between them. The vectors along x-axis and the vectors along y-axis, they have the 90-degree angle between them. If we consider them as R3, then all the vectors along x-axis and y-axis and z-axis, all of those vectors are mutually perpendicular. अब हम ये वाला जो चैप्टर जिसको हम स्टार्ट करने जा रहे हैं, एक तो हम इसके कॉन्सेप्ट्स को रिलेट करेंगे कि how these concepts are related with the other features associated with vectors, and then from here we will understand few properties and we will be taking advantages to make that vector representation in terms of basis more simpler and more easy to वो जो coordinates हैं we want to compute them in more easy fashion. तो ये वाला जो चैप्टर है ना, इसके आइडिया अगेन ये जो इसका टर्म हम यूज कर रहे हैं ना, इनर प्रोडक्ट स्पेसेस, मैं पहले दो आपके साथ बातें करूंगा कि दैट हाउ दिस कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ इनर प्रोडक्ट इज रिलेटेड विद व्हाट यू ऑलरेडी नो. Just look at this vector u and v and consider the dot product of these two as vectors. So if you recall, you used to write it x1i plus y1j plus z1k, and this is x2i, y2j, z3k. When you used to write their dot product, you used to write them like this: x1, x2 plus y1, y2 plus z1, z2. So we will try to generalize this idea of dot product. So in this case we have R3. What will happen if in case of Rn? Obviously we will continue to write them we'll go up till Zn. And we may have we will have more vectors. For example, we will have over here we have only 3 entries. In that case we will have n entries, and then we will have accordingly those many n terms. So हम ये एक और चीज नोट करते हैं, then when we do this matrix multiplication, we take this row and we multiply it with this column. Please note what happens when I write the product matrix. I do what? I consider this A11 and I multiply this B with B11. I take plus this A12 B21 plus this A13 with this B31. Something like this is happening. तो ये जो कॉन्सेप्ट है ना, हम इसको लेके चल रहे हैं. इस कॉन्सेप्ट को हम अब अगर इसका जो मिथ है उसको पकड़ने की कोशिश करेंगे. सो इन ऑर्डर टू ग्रैब इट वी विल डिफाइन अ टर्म व्हिच इज द इनर प्रोडक्ट. एंड प्लीज नोट व्हाट इज हैपनिंग. We are taking two vectors u and v from the vector space, and now I have specified the field for a while, and the field is set of real numbers. And I do what? I pick that pair and I associate a real number with this pair. And as a function, I'll start speaking about it like this. So this is this notation of inner product. This takes a pair of vectors and it maps them onto the real number. And then after defining that, we will verify these three properties. The first property, we'll write this AU1 plus BU2 and its inner product with V, and we write it like this: A times U1V plus BU2V, and we call it the linearity property. This is the linearity property. What happens is that this coefficient goes out, this becomes A, and then this U1 and this U1 inner product with V. So this is how we write it. Then plus B, this coefficient goes out, and this U2 inner product with V. So this is the first property. And we'll in a while note that this is generalization of the concept of dot product. We look at this one, U inner product with V is same as V inner product with U. So we call this the symmetric property. And then we go into the next property, which is the positive definite property, that if you take inner product of a vector U with itself, the answer is greater than or equal to 0. And this is 0 only when this U is 0. So this notation, we call it inner product. And if a set has all this structure, we call that set as the inner product space. We do one example just to get used to it, this linearity and the symmetry property. So we write this 3u1 minus 4u2 and its inner product with 2v1 minus 5v2 plus 6v3. So what we do is, I pick this coefficient, I take this coefficient out by using the linearity property, and this 3u1 with this 2v1, the coefficient of this v1 will also go out. So out of these two, 3u1, 2v1. So if I deal them like this, 3u1 and 2v1, what will happen is, we will take this 6 out and this will become u1, v1. So this both of them will go out. So please note, we have symmetry property at disposal as well. So this 3 will go out because it is at the first place, and then by the symmetry property this 2 will also go out. So this becomes this 6u1 v1, and minus, then the same pattern will continue, this 3u v1, so this 3u1 with minus 5v2, so this will become minus 15u1 v2 and plus this 18u1 v3, and then these remainder we can multiply these terms on those lines. So this is very simple computation. Minus 8u2 v1 and then plus 20u2 v2 and minus 24u2 v3. You can verify it yourself as well. And we do note another property, that what will happen when this 0 will be considered with 0 as an inner product. So we can write this 0 comma 0, and then this we can write this 0v, and then we can take this 0 out. So, and this will be some number, and any number multiplied by 0 is 0. So we can say that 0 inner product with 0 is 0. And then we define another term. This is norm of a vector, and this u inner product with u is, and then we take the square root of that number and we define it like this, and we call it norm of a vector, and we also call it length of u. And please note that this is consistent with that definition of length of vector when we define that dot product in the conventional vectors of R. So this is u norm. What we do is we divide this u by its length. So this is normalized. We will call this vector is normalized. This is the unit vector. We are doing what? We are dividing this vector with its norm. And then this is one of the examples. I have already explained it. This dot product is a norm. This dot product is a norm. So this dot product is an inner product. This dot product is an inner product, and we can verify all these properties, the linearity property, the symmetry property, and the positive definite property of this inner product. And as always, we move from here. जो सादा हमारी vector spaces थी, we are done with them. We already know that this function space CAB is a vector space, and the polynomial space P of t is also a vector space. So how will we define those norms on these two sets, CAB and P of t? And this is how we go about it. This inner product is defined like this. So with these two vectors, actually which are functions, how we associate a number? We take this integral, definite integral, from a to b. a to b कौन सा? जिस पे ये function defined, and we multiply these two functions, we integrate them, and then we consider the definite integral, and we will have a number. So this is the inner product of this f with g. And if I become more specific and I consider this polynomial f of t, this is 3t minus 5, and then g of t is t square, then if I consider this inner product, then is simply multiplication, and if you multiply them, this will become 3t cube minus 5t square, and the interval, let's imagine I take is from 0 to 1. So the interval, if I take 0 to 1, I can simply put those values, and the answer I'll obtain is minus 11 by 12. And over here we note one more thing, that the number associated with two vectors can be negative as well. But when we take norm, please note over here, when we consider norm of this inner product of u with itself, this has to be a positive number, as is evident from this positive definite property, and then we take the square root and we obtain a positive number. So we will continue to go about it. We will take this idea of inner product, we will define those vectors, those special vectors which have this inner product of u and v as 0, and we will start writing them like this, that u is perpendicular to v, and we will introduce the idea of orthogonality. And from these very simple concepts, करना हमने ये है कि कोई भी बेसिस लेंगे हम जिनके बीच में मुमकिन है कि इनर प्रोडक्ट वी डोंट नो दे आर ऑर्थोगोनल और नॉट, व्हाट विल डू इज ऑर्थोगोनैलिटी हेल्प्स अस सिंप्लीफाई द प्रॉब्लम्स. जैसे आपके जो कैनोनिकल बेसिस होते हैं 1 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 1, दे आर ऑर्थोगोनल. तो हमने करना क्या है, कोई भी बेसिस जो किसी भी फॉर्म का होगा, हम उसको अगर ऑर्थोगोनल बना लें तो जो हमारी कंप्यूटेशन है वो बहुत आसान हो जाती है. तो इस चैप्टर में हम इनर प्रोडक्ट पे आगे बात करेंगे. ये मैंने आपको उसकी एग्जाम जो बेसिक कॉन्सेप्ट है वो दे दिया, और हम ऑर्थोगोनैलिटी की बात करेंगे, और फिर हम इन आइडियाज के साथ आगे चलेंगे. एक आप फोरियर सीरीज के बारे में बहुत सुनते हैं, हम उसको भी इस चैप्टर में लेके आएंगे और उसको भी देखेंगे कि ये जो कॉन्सेप्ट है ये उधर भी रेलेवेंट है. थैंक यू.